If they say tomorrow we're making this movie, I'm like, I'm down for it. Make it R-rated. Get Ivan News. Get Vernon Wells from Commando. Get
imagine that. Let off some steam, Bennett.
Freaking. Oh man.
They had so many people like Doubtfire. I don't see why Doubtfire was a villain, but it was just great. You know, it was great to have Doubtfire in there. Man, there was a lot. They really went to town on pulling different clips. Whoever made that video, so it was really, really well done. Really good job.
Well, speaking of Suicide Squad, I know we touched on this too, but now they're apparently reshooting the film for more humor, and now people are pissed.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, usually every time I hear that they're reshooting something, usually it turns out pretty bad for the movie. So, in my own experience, seeing that, so I'm kind of like, especially after Batman vs Superman, I'm not gonna pony up my money to go see it opening night. That's for sure. Like, they've just let me down so many times that I'm not gonna fall for it again. Which is sad because, well, in the beginning I didn't want to see Suicide Squad. I just kind of thought it was a stupid idea. And now I'm kind of like on the fence about it. Like, I'm curious, but after seeing what I've seen, it's one of those, I'll wait for it to come out on video, or I'll wait until someone else rents it, or if someone wants to take me to see it, then I'll go. But there's like a other movies I want to see for that. So,
do you think this is what this film needs? Because just how you look at Batman vs Superman, how depressing and that was, and
if they're doing it because they see similarities between that film and this film that they need to flush out, then I'm all for it. Like, if they see they need to fix it because they're going down that same kind of path, by all means, I think that's a great idea. Or if they want to add like that R-rated element to it, if they think it's going to help it, which makes sense. They're doing a film with supervillains, right? They got like Killer Crocs in there, like the Joker. You know, I've seen clips last year online of people on the street shooting from far away, shooting the different scenes they were filming. And Joker's pretty abusive. It slaps Harley up pretty bad in those photographs and those clips I saw. So maybe they're trying to make it a darker film, like a really. Then I'm for that.
I think it's more on the back of it.
Yeah.
I mean, just look how much Deadpool made and still making money. I could see them reshooting scenes from of a lighter, I shouldn't say real light, but more humor or jokes, because I mean, I think it's just more of DC want to be like Marvel. As much as they try to avoid being Marvel, they want to,
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And they should have actually paid attention to that before. They should have started building a world before. Like with Man of Steel, like they could have taken 10 or 15 different directors, given them all a movie for every year, and by now they would have had something. They would have had a universe by now, If they would have synced it up with TV shows, they would have a proper universe right now.
Yeah, I mean, people could say the same thing for Marvel, because there's a lot of, loose ends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, I look at Suicide Squad, but even the trailer alone doesn't really impress me or appeal to me. And after watching Batman vs Superman, it's like, do I want more of this glum, depressing motif with... I know people like that, and people are pissed because now they're doing reshoots, and stop trying to be like Marvel. Stop trying to be like Marvel. I know that's what fans are saying. But maybe that's what this film needs, this shot in the arm. Because after Deadpool, which I liked okay. It's not like, for me personally, I don't think it's the greatest thing ever made. But I know that's subjective, but maybe that's what this film needs, is a shot in the arm. Even if that means a little bit more fun, because I know they use that, is that they want to make it more fun.
Yeah.
Hell, but that's probably what they need right now.
Like, I loved Deadpool. I don't think it's like movie of the year, but I liked it because I liked what they were doing with it. But it's not one of my. I wouldn't say it's like movie of the year for me. It's kind of hard for me, I guess, to define what movie of the year would be last year, because I had a couple of favorites, but definitely they should take that shot in the arm. They should be trying to incorporate whatever works into it. At the end of the day, filmmaking is all yeah, exactly, and since the dawn of projection, filmmaking has always been about using those same tricks. So people shouldn't even be getting upset if they use those tricks, because it's just, it's the same thing. It's all the same formulas and things, just in a new light, right? It's just in a new and I really like how Marvel is doing their thing, like crossing big screen to small screen, to comic books, to this, to that, motion graphics, all that. I like that. And it's good for me because I was never really a big Marvel fan growing up, so I kind of get to experience this new thing, which is really cool.
Yeah, when I was younger, and I still have the Batman animated series, I was really into that. Was Superman animated series, I watched some, along with some X-Men and Spider-Man, so...
Yeah.
But I was more of a Batman fan growing up, and now it's like, I like Marvel more, and people don't want to hear that, but... but I know we were talking also about a Shining sequel that's happening called Doctor Sleep.
Are they making that into a movie?
Yeah, supposedly.
Because that book is dark, man. That is wow. Just wow. It goes back to the past, like after the events of what happened in the first one. It kind of continues from there, but it's about the future, right? So the main character is the son, who is now, I believe, I hope I'm not getting this crossed with any other books, because I've read so many of them, but so many Stephen King books, but the kid is now an alcoholic. Severe alcoholic. At one point he wakes up and he's in this girl's apartment. He doesn't even know how he got there. And her 3-year-old kid has just been wandering around the apartment for days. Really dark themes, It touches back to, I can't remember the name of the guy in the first one. The guy who gets killed. But anyway, he kind of helps him as a kid learn how to use his shining, as they call it, and it's really far out, man. It really gets crazy. They have all these new characters in it, like this lady who kind of has that same sort of power, and she goes around killing people, and it's just really, really cool. Really cool, but dark at the same time. Very scary. Like the lady, like the scene with the lady in the bathtub?
Yeah.
She comes back, and it's like the kid keeps on, like, every time he gets up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, he goes into the bathroom and she's there, But she's got stuff falling off of her, and it's pretty messed up. I haven't read all of it.
Does it seem like a remake?
It's kind of like it touches from where the other one left off, but it's him remembering that from his childhood. Now he's like an adult. And I don't know how it corresponds with all these other characters yet, but they're going to sync up somehow. Hold on, I had 5 phone calls in the last 2 minutes. Must be important, but I'll call back in a minute. So yeah, like it kind of links up to all these other characters, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I watched the Stephen King remake of not remake, but they did an adaptation with James Franco. It's called 11968 or something like that. I forget what. It's about the JFK assassination and time travel. Yeah, and I watched a bit of that, and I was like, oh my god, they messed that up so much. Because it was weird. I was reading the book, and then the same day we saw it on TV. So my girlfriend's like, let's watch it. That was like 3 or 4 hours into the book, and then we saw that, and I was like, wait, I'll give it a shot. And within the first 3 minutes of the show alone, they destroyed it. They destroyed the whole fucking first couple hours of the book. Like, completely took the spirit out of what gave it its heart. Totally ripped it out. So, because, you know, like, it's weird because I don't know, like, I haven't watched all the series, so I don't know if it happens in the series. But he goes back in time and he meets up with, like, some of the kids from It. So there's, like, an It crossover. And, you know, the clown ends up going into this groundskeeper he knows, his father, and the father kills all his kids and kills his wife and tries to kill the kid as well. I don't know if they bring the clown into the TV show, because I haven't gotten that far yet. But the clown makes his appearance in the novel, so.
Well, I mean, they're trying to remake it, so, you know, I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really trying to remake Stephen King's It. I'm like, just leave it alone.
Yeah. This is what, the fourth director or third director they went through?
They've gone through, like, 3 or 4 directors. I'm like, same thing with I know it's different topic, but same thing with The Crow. You know, this remake is cursed, because they've tried over and over and over again to get a director or a distribution, and it's just not working out. We're gonna have this guy play the Crow or this guy. I'm like, just leave the fuck alone. Maybe there's a reason why this idea is cursed, and maybe this is time. Maybe Brandon Lee's looking down. He's like, you know, I'm gonna fuck up this project. It's just so. You know
what they should do with that is they should just re-release the first one with all the deleted scenes and maybe put it in 3D, then DTS or something. That would be amazing.
Release in the theaters.
Yeah, I don't know why they just don't do that. That'd make a shitload of cash.
So fuck the Crow remake. Yeah, maybe there's a reason why this project that's not working out. Same thing for Stephen King's It.
Yeah. They wanted, like, the last thing I heard, it was this young guy who was gonna play It.
He was in the Revenant.
Will Powder. Yeah. Who gets bit by a tarantula. Will Powder or something like that.
Something.
Yeah.
Tim Curry could beat the shit out of this kid.
Yeah, just bring fucking Tim Curry back. Well, he's retired now, but man, Tim Curry was so great. You put makeup on that guy, even without makeup, but you put makeup on that guy or a costume on that guy, and he's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, think about it too. I mean, Tim Curry is probably one of the top great character actors. I mean, this guy has played a damn devil, a clown, a pirate, transvestite. You know, he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah. You know, like, even some other, like, even Oscar. I was watching Oscar a couple of months ago, and I forgot how good his performance was in that movie. You know, like, he had such a good performance in that movie.